What's up, guys? Part-time Gamer Dad here, and today I'm giving you my 5 minutes or less review of WWE NXT from Tuesday, March 11th. Let's get right into it, guys. Starting us off, let's talk about the fact that the Hardys beat Fraxium in a match on NXT for the TNA World Tag Team titles. There's a lot of moving parts in there, and I do not think we've seen the last of the Hardys against Fraxium. Fraxium, the tag team of the year last year, putting on a really great match with the Hardys. The Hardys really keeping up with Fraxium, a younger, faster, at this stage in the Hardys' careers. The Fraxium is a more dynamic and more high-octane, fast-paced tag team, and the Hardys still got it done. I think we could see a rematch. It'd be really fun to see a ladder match for the NXT tag team titles at Stand and Deliver. I think there is a good opportunity that happens, or Fraxium goes to TNA, has the tag team title match for the NXT tag titles over there, much like we just did with the TNA tag team titles over on NXT. Are you following me so far? So I think great showing by both teams. Hardys winning felt really good, especially because the TNA tag titles were on the line. Love to see this run back at Stand and Deliver, but let's put a new wrinkle on it with the ladder match stipulation. Both teams would thrive in that environment. Also, speaking of title matches, we had Obafemi defending his NXT championship against Moose, the current reigning TNA X Division champion. And so this match was really good. I really liked the moment between Undertaker and Obafemi before the match where Undertaker said, "This is your yard. You need to protect your yard." I really felt like that was a great moment. It's kind of solidifying Obafemi. It's like this big deal, not just from like an NXT standpoint, but Undertaker kind of puts a stamp of approval on stars that are going to be moving up eventually and be a really big deal, I think, on the main roster. Obviously, when Obafemi does go to the main roster, which I think will happen probably within the next year or so, he will automatically be thrust into probably the upper mid-card, maybe going for the mid-card title, or he could just run through the main event. He's got that kind of imposing presence. As we saw, he was able to transition from the North American Championship bracket, that division, into the main event division very, very seamlessly, and he's a very credible world champion. So I'm very excited for the day when we do see him eventually move to the main roster. We did see Javon Evans getting some revenge on Ethan Page after Ethan Page had taken him out and obviously utilized Javon's kind of rush back to the ring at Vengeance Day to pick up that win. So now Javon Evans has got the win and then was attacked by this new NXT faction that has been running amok across all of NXT over the last couple of months. I'm kind of ready just to be done with the whole mystery of who is this faction. When will they be revealed to us who they are? I mean, you can follow a bunch of pages out there and there's reports about who they are and there's pictures to confirm. I haven't really dug into that rabbit hole and explored who they are. I want to be surprised. I want to kind of, enjoy the ride, but the ride's kind of going a little bit long where the line has backed up a bit. I'm ready to get to the end. So show us who they are, reveal who they are, and let's get them some matches under the belt. Let's get some exposure to that team. When you think about the Shield and when they debuted, they almost immediately rolled into a program and had a TLC match the month after they debuted against Ryback and Team Hell No. So let's reveal who those guys are. Speaking of factions, Sean Spears' faction is now called the Culling. Sure, whatever. Jordynne Grace won her match, which then takes me to talk about the title for title match. The NXT Women's Champion, Julia, against the NXT North American Champion, Stephanie Vaquer. And Stephanie Vaquer won, which I was a little surprised by. I honestly thought it would be a smoz, like maybe a double DQ or a DQ or a count out. I thought maybe Jordynne Grace, not like to be a heel, but would come in between them and be like, hey, I want both titles. Or I thought Julia might win, but Stephanie Vaquer now has both titles. It'll be really interesting to see what happens from here. Will she vacate the North American Championship? Where does that leave for Julia? Is Julia going to the main roster? Is she going to be a main roster call-up on the Raw or SmackDown after WrestleMania? Because she won't be, I don't think she'll be inserted before WrestleMania. That just doesn't make sense. We still have 4 or 5 weeks till WrestleMania, but right now it's not the time to bring her up. So congrats to Stephanie Vaquer. I think it's really interesting and really cool to see her now be holding both titles. What a crazy, raucous NXT with a lot of title matches and a big title change. Guys, we're coming up on 5 minutes. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Let me know down below how you feel about NXT this week, and I will see you very soon.